What is up, guys? Welcome to a special bowl edition of College Football Picks with Brad Powers. Today, we're looking at the Cotton Bowl between Group of Five winner or best Group of Five team Tulane and USC. Um, Interesting line here in this game, Brad. Obviously, I think that hints at some players not playing for USC, obviously. So, what's the play in this interesting matchup?
So it's very similar to the Orange Bowl handicap, where I think the question mark surrounding the availability of some key players is priced on the side. It's a big reason why USC right now, as we're recording this, is laying less than a field goal. That tells you that at best, Caleb Williams is 50-50 to play, probably leaning more towards doubtful. Because if he was playing and he was healthy, I'm here to tell you USC is laying at least 6 points here. So where do we take advantage of it? Again, similar to the Orange Bowl video you and I did, I'm not sure that it's fully reflected in the total. And if USC is going to be compromised offensively with no Caleb Williams, and who knows who's going to play for him at wide receiver, I'm not sure that they can be as productive. We saw the second half, even with the Williams in the lineup and banged up, that offense wasn't moving the football like it was in the first quarter against Utah. On the other side, look, if Tulane's game plan is this, they're going to line up and try to run right at USC. I think they'll have success doing it. But you keep the ball out of the hands no matter who the quarterback of Lincoln Riley's offense is. And that'll be the formula for Tulane. So I think it works on both fronts here. And I'll give you a third one. This is in the weeds. I'm hearing whispers Michael Pratt, the quarterback for Tulane, might be a candidate to hit the transfer portal. So that is definitely not
I
priced
love
in
that.
total.
That's really interesting, and obviously there was that Willie Fritz stuff too with the thoughts to Georgia Tech. Obviously that has not fallen through, but you wonder how that affects a team knowing the guy was kind of like halfway out the door, and then oh no, I'm sticking around too. But Tulane, like you said, great defense here. Does the USC defense, on the other hand, still give you a little concern about taking an under? Like we just saw, obviously Tulane is not Utah. They don't have a Cam Rising on offense. But that USC defense was just as bad as we have talked about a few times in that Pac-12 title game.
They are really bad. And it is a major concern. But I will say this as a positive, that they are very depth shy, USC, this year. And when you're playing UCLA, Notre Dame, Utah back to back to back weeks, that's not good for a depth shy team. So I think in this case, the month off should help that USC defense. And Alex Grinch leaves a lot to be desired as a defensive coordinator. But X's and O's wise, I don't think he's that bad. I was impressed with his X's and O's against Notre Dame as far as slanting the defensive front. So I think he'll be able to come up with a game plan and see if Michael Pratt is indeed the quarterback for Tulane. I think he'll stack the box, try to play one-on-one on the outside, and see if Tulane can beat him over the top. It's very similar to the game plan they had against Notre Dame. So I think a month off, getting healthy, should help the Trojan defense at least come up with a decent game plan. I still think Tulane's going to have some success offensively.
I think you're correct there, but I think it'll be mostly on the ground, keeping that clock moving. And like you said, who knows who's going to be playing in this USC game. So I like the under 62. We're on the under 62 here in the Cotton Bowl.